Hi, welcome to From the Inside Out with Chris Slowecki, where we go a little deeper into music that I've written about for allaboutjazz.com. Today we're here to talk about the album Crybabies, which curiously enough was released by a band called Crybabies. It was originally released in Brazil in the year 1969, and in the year 2020, actually let's back up a little bit. It became very rare vinyl. And so it became one of those great white whales for vinyl collectors, especially international vinyl collectors. So in the year 2020, the British groove label Far Out Recordings picked it up, remastered, reissued it, and so the version we're reviewing is the digital version that came out in the year 2020. Who are these guys? Well, honestly, not a lot of people know. I'm not one of them either. The press, most of the musicians on the title are listed only by their first names. The press notes that the record company sent out did note two cool things. That was arranged by the saxophone player who also plays on it. His name is Oberdon Magalhães. I apologize, sir, if you ever happen to listen, because I'm sure that last name wasn't rendered even close. But Oberdon went on in '76 to be one of the founding members of the more famous Brazilian funk band called Bamba Black Rio. So this is actually one of the first pieces of recorded music by one of the founders of that band. The other really neat thing is that the note said that this was produced by a gentleman named Duval Ferreira. Upon some research, I learned that Duval Ferreira wrote and produced music for two people whose music I do really enjoy. Perhaps you do too. Yomer Deodato and Sergio Mendes, who a lot of people in the United States know through his records with Brazil 66. How did this band get together? Well, just to get back to the previous answer, I honestly don't know. I don't know that a lot of people do. All I do know is that we've got this snapshot. No originals, all covers from this band from Brazil, recorded in 1969. What's the best track on Crybabies? Well, it's really hard to pick because a lot of them they all are very similar. But I picked the opening track. The Spanish title is Caminos Diabolicos. Most of us know it better, the English version, which is Evil Ways. It's made famous by Santana on an early Santana record. And this version is Latin, blue, funk, rock, psychedelic guitar, really vibrant, hot. And that leads to what's good about this set. It's really hard to pinpoint an exact thing. It's more an overall sense of energy, of excitement, of youthfulness. This is a very rough and tumble set. A lot of energy. If you need a piece of music where every note is perfectly played and pristinely captured, don't even think about this one. If you like music that the band rips through and you feel the spirit and the energy come through their music, listen to this. The best examples to me are the first two songs. They start with a version of the Isley Brothers' It's Your Thing, and they play it more like the Who used to do R&B. It's not the pulsing, throbbing, spacious funk groove. There's not a lot of space in it. They just drive it balls to the wall. And the same thing, the second tune is their version of Kool and the Gang by Kool and the Gang. And again, straight ahead, no breath. Let's just jam till we get to the end. A lot of fun. Good spirit on this piece. What didn't fit into the review? I'm a huge fan of Burt Bacharach, and believe it or not, there's a beautiful version of I'll Never Fall in Love Again right in the middle of this piece. It's rendered straight up, introduced by French horn. The piano is so beautifully produced. It's almost like you can see the piano notes floating in the air like bubbles, and there's candlelight being reflected in the bubbles. It's beautifully produced. It makes no sense in the context of the craziness in the other cover versions on this song. It really didn't fit into the rest of the album, so I couldn't figure out how to make it fit into the review. But hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to read the full review of Crybabies, please click the link in the description below this video. Again, I'm Chris Zaleski from The Inside Out and allaboutjazz.com.